down. 10-2 stop.
Check 53, flat. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Out, 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 out. Switch, switch.
Shoot.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Big gap, big gap, big gap. Check, check, check. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
General West.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Throwing again. Jones. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 17 yards and a giant first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Ramp.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side. Sure. But not necessarily all the time.
2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Take 4.
Lefty.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike's 57's Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Come on.
Hey, Ford Tokyo.
57, Mike 57. I got you, son. I got you, son. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. I know he ain't got it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
53, 53. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Hey, Wahoo!
Switch. Back.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
Go.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the slant.
Hey, team 6. Mike. Shoot.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Okay, just like that.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Okay, ready?
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Time to go. Night.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So on now is the punter, Matt Bosher, to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go.
Throwing is Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
180.
Here we go. Tight end right.
Wentz gonna throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
17 yards and a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Mike, you don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Yeah.
53 for Mike.
Hey, Delta.
53 for Mike.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready,
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Ready? 57. Mike, 57.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Be grip.
Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The intended target, Saquon Barkley.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Get ready.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Go. Ready.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Check your hot read.
Go.
57's the mic.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Double dog. That's the way.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
3rd and 15.
57. Mike, 57.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Check three, check three, check three.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Done. 120. No gain on this defense. No gain.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
I got one. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something to save it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
152 fighter.
Throwing, Jones. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Goodwin with it on a jet sweep. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on the second half no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
There you go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Quit talking about it.
From the gun. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
15 line. 15 line. Now.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Eluding them, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Back to throw. Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Jones now operating from the gun. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1.
That's track.
Jones keeps it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 38-yard line.
Go.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Wide, get wide. Jim. He's coming.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, other side, solid.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Giants first down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20.
We got this.
Set up. 18 Gator.
50 seconds to Mike. Here I come.
Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
36, 36. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go. 120! Here we go.
Check 43.
Sunday. Protein spill.
On first down, it's Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Wentz. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Greystone, travel. Check 13. Check the Great 57.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. To throw, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now it's Barkley, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now Jones from the gun on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Eagles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.